Specifications grading is a new grading system being used by professors to promote deeper learning and understanding of course material. It is a mastery-based system that focuses on specific learning objectives outlined for the class. For a mastery-based system, students must reach a certain criteria to pass the topic. On foundational topics, students have endless chances to reach the criteria to pass. Specifications grading helps by creating a grading technique that decreases time and stress for both the student and instructors. There are 6 foundational learning objectives that appear as quizzes for Organic Chemistry 1 at Wittenberg.
The researchers hypothesized that students who attempt more quizzes for a specific learning objective will perform worse on the questions related to that learning objective on the final exam. The alternative hypothesis proposed that students who required more attempts to pass foundational quizzes tended to earn lower final grades in the course.
We began by receiving our collaborative institutional training initiative for social and behavioral research. We then got approval of our research through Wittenberg's Institutional Review Board. Dr. Hausneck changed the names to numbers to ensure confidentiality of students whose exams we were analyzing. We were using the 2024 exams for this study, but we established consistent classification through the 2023 exams. We went through each exam, and for each missed point, we categorized it into the type of mistake, the corresponding points missed, and the foundational learning objective associated with the points missed.
As shown in Figure 1, the table outlines how well the researchers' ratings aligned with the final consensus. Inter-rater reliability was evaluated using Cohen's kappa. Particularly in the 2nd through 4th quartiles, the kappa value showed almost perfect agreement between researchers while assigning final exam questions to learning outcomes. Figure 2 represents the relationship between quiz attempts and learning objective-specific points missed on the final exam. The scatter plot showed a weak positive correlation between the quiz attempts and points missed for learning objectives 2 and 4.
The final figure is a scatter plot analyzing the final grades in Organic Chemistry 1 and its relationship with the total number of foundational quiz attempts the students took. Students must only pass 10 out of the 11 foundational topics to pass the class. This includes both the 6 foundational quizzes and wet lab procedures. Students may have chosen not to pass a quiz. This happened most often for LO10. If a student chose not to pass a quiz, 12 attempts were entered. This tended to give rise to attempts greater than 24, which seemed to be more scattered due to the nature of guessing. A moderate negative correlation was visualized, which means while students must pass quizzes, they should aim to pass them in as few attempts as they need.
In conclusion, the researchers had a high inter-rater reliability that confirmed strong agreement between the researchers. Mastery of concepts like LO2 and LO4 corresponded with fewer missed points on the final exam, demonstrating a slight positive correlation between early mastery and final performance. Also, students with more quiz attempts tended to earn lower final grades in the class. Lastly, students should aim to pass quizzes in as few attempts as possible to achieve higher grades in Organic Chemistry 201.
In the future, we plan to compare the final exam results of Dr. Hausneck to those of Dr. Marus. Dr. Hausneck uses a specifications-based grading system for all his classes, whereas Dr. Marus uses a traditional grading system for his classes. This will help us determine which grading system is more effective in student learning.